Have you ever felt like ADHD doesn't quite explain all of you? Or maybe you relate to autism, but you've been told you're too sociable, too talkative, too flexible to be autistic. What if I told you that ADHD and autism can be masters of disguise, even sometimes from professionals? If you've ever said things like, I thought I was just quirky, or people say I'm intense, but they never see the crashes afterwards, then you're in the right place. This isn't just about labels, it's about understanding how your brain really works. I'm Jess, that AuDHD mum. I'm here to help you understand your neurodivergent brain. Whether you're self-diagnosed, professionally diagnosed, or just deep in a late night scroll, I'm here to break down how ADHD and autism can actually hide each other and how you can begin to gently unmask your real self. And trust me, I know the feeling of wondering, is it ADHD? Is it autism? Is it both? The answer might surprise you. Let's quickly define what we're dealing with. So ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. ADHD isn't just about being distracted. It's about challenges with regulation. That means regulating attention, emotions, impulses, and sometimes even energy levels. And then autism. It's not just about social skills. It's about processing the world differently. Sensory input, communication, routines, and patterns. Now here's the big one. And not everyone will agree with this, and that's fine. But we are increasingly moving towards the belief that they are both neurotypes and not illnesses. You can't catch them. They're literal wiring differences. You're born with them, you die with them. And the overlap between the two is huge. So here's where things can get tricky. ADHD can mask autism in sneaky ways. Here's some examples. You might be socially awkward, but because you're impulsive and chatty from ADHD, people see you as the life of the party, not someone struggling with autistic social expectations. Your autistic special interest? They might be brushed off as just another ADHD hyperfocus. Sensory overload? You chalk it up to just being sensitive, when in reality, it's your autistic sensory processing. And then emotional meltdowns. Well, everyone assumes it's ADHD dysregulation, but what if it's actually autistic shutdown from total overwhelm? And here's the kicker. When ADHD gets diagnosed first, professionals often stop there, especially for women, girls, and AFAB people, who tend to mask a lot harder. So autism stays invisible under the ADHD label. Sound familiar? Maybe you've wondered, why does my ADHD feel different from other people's ADHD? That might be because autism has been hiding underneath all along. Now let's flip it. Autism can cover up ADHD too. Here's some examples. If you've built routines or rules to cope with impulsivity, people might not notice your ADHD at all. You might be praised for being detail-orientated, but no one actually sees that you're stuck in hyperfocus, losing hours to one tiny task. Procrastination, missed deadlines, or burnout, those get blamed on anxiety or autism overwhelm, when ADHD is a big part of the picture. And because some autistic people are seen as quiet, rigid, or rule followers, the time-blind, forgetful, easily distracted ADHD part gets completely ignored. I can't tell you how many people I've spoken to, and myself, that have looked back and thought, if only someone had connected the dots. So here's the heart of it. ADHD and autism often live together in the same brain, and that's not just coincidence. Around half of autistic people also meet ADHD criteria, and vice versa. Generally speaking, it seems to be that more autistic people will meet the criteria for ADHD than ADHD people meeting the criteria for autism. They both still co-occur at a high rate. So here's the thing. Having both feels different to just one or the other, or at least it does for a lot of us. And that's why this word AuDHD exists. Because being both means you crave structure but constantly break it. You can be sensory seeking 1 minute and overwhelmed the next. You can hyperfocus like a laser and then completely crash out into burnout. That combination changes how you experience the world. Recognizing it is not about chasing labels. It's about finally seeing the full picture of who you are. So if all of this is finally clicking into place for you right now, just pause and breathe. You're not broken, you're not lazy, and you're not faking it. You've just been living in a world that only gave you half the manual. So here's where to start. Learn about both neurotypes, separately and together. I've got a free cheat sheet over in my Stan store if that's helpful to anyone, that breaks down some common traits of autism, ADHD, and both together. Next, experiment with unmasking, slowly and safely. Give yourself permission to need support. And if you're a parent like me, this insight might even help you understand your kids in a whole new way. If this video helped you feel seen, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. And I'd love to hear your story too. Drop a comment down below with how AuDHD shows up in your life. And if you want more deep dives into ADHD, autism, and AuDHD, and the whole self-discovery process, make sure you stick around. I've got so much more to share with you. I've put my Stan store information down below so you can grab any of the free resources that I create. I'm aiming for at least one new free resource every week. And once you sign up for one, I'll send you an email whenever a new one is released. Unless you opt out, of course. You're not too much. You're not making it up. You're AuDHD and you're not alone. Let's make this space make sense for our brains.